It's week 1 and the Jags are on the road in Washington, and Carson Wentz is showing his bad side early on with a misplaced ball to the second-year corner out of Georgia, Tyson Campbell, who houses it for 6 points. On the next drive, it's deja vu from Wentz with a ballerina-type spin right to, you guessed it, Tyson Campbell again, and it led to this Christian Kirk touchdown from the hands of Trevor Lawrence for a 2-score lead. Carson Wentz then makes it a three-peat when he ruins a drive with a pick to Darius Williams. The Jags get stuffed on 4th and 1, however, and that leads to a Commander field goal. On the next drive, Trevor Lawrence is pressured, and he's stripped by Montez Sweat, and it's recovered by Chase Young. Foyesade Oluokun is done for the day. Great!
Oh, man!
Wentz finally throws a dime, and Scary Terry dives into the end zone for 6 for the Commanders. T-Law to Laviska Shenault gets us in Commander territory, and then a throw over to Christian Kirk gets another tutty on the board for the Jags. Lawrence gets a pass to a wide-open Evan Ingram, who eats field after the catch, which leads to James Robinson finding the end zone, and Travis Etienne adds the 2-point conversion. Scary Terry breaks free and finds Paydirt on a 23-yard throw from Carson Wentz. James Robinson answers with a garbage time touchdown, and your final is Jags 38, Commanders 17. Lawrence throws for 2 touchdowns. Robinson runs for 2 touchdowns. After the game, Josh Allen is praised for being a standout as he's quickly becoming a leader, and we need him to be with all the injuries so far. Brandon Scherff, Foyesade Oluokun, and the rookie Devin Lloyd are all down with injury. Allen needs a combined 3 sacks and tackles for loss in our next game to continue breaking out. And we find out that Tyson Campbell was awarded the AFC Defensive Player of the Week. Next up is our home opener against the rival Colts, and they were driving until Chad Muma smacks Jonathan Taylor in the next week for Calebon Chason to scoop it up. We picked up 3 there, and the Colts were on the move again until Andre Cisco rips the ball from John Ross, and Calebon Chason ends up falling on another one. But the Jags get nothing, allowing the Colts to drive down the field once more, and this time tie it with a field goal. T-Law hits the overpaid Christian Kirk to set up a nice strike to Evan Ingram for the game's first touchdown going into the half. And in the third quarter, it's a big run after the catch from John Ross, led to Jonathan Taylor's 7-yard touchdown run to tie it up. In the fourth quarter, with the Jags up 3, Matt Ryan throws it behind John Ross right to Shaq Griffin for a pick, but T-Law returns the favor.
You suck, you jackass.
And Bobby Okereke could go all the way to the house for the lead for the Colts. Then, in a desperation throw to Laviska Shenault, Lawrence is picked again, and the Jags fall at home to the Colts 17-13. When Evan Ingram is the only standout on your team, you know you had a bad game. After the loss, we get the first mock draft of the season, and we are projected to draft wide receiver Sidney Balmer out of Virginia, and he looks rather mediocre thus far. Unfortunately, Josh Allen doesn't break out, but we don't want him walking in free agency, so we start with a neutral offer, and he accepts it. A nice little hometown discount for a really good player, and that'll be one less headache in free agency. We then get another breakout chance, this time for Andre Cisco, who played well against the Colts, and we'll see, he's going to have to play well again. The NFL season's about to start. Are you ready? I got my Tyreek Hill shirt. I am ready to go. Fins up. Let's go Dolphins, baby. Are you ready for your favorite team? Because if not, you need to get over to NFLshop.com right now using the link in the description and go get yourself some fan gear. Get yourself ready for the new season. I do make a small little portion off of every single sale over there, but you will be helping out the channel, supporting the channel, and getting some cool gear to do it. I think that's a win-win. Get over there right now. Check out their clearance options. Check out some of the new stuff that they have for the new upcoming 2022 NFL season. I am excited. Let's get back to the video. Cisco's breakout chance comes at SoFi Stadium as we're taking on the Chargers. And in the early first quarter, Justin Herbert is sacked and he loses the football. It's picked up by the rookie Devin Lloyd, who's returned to the lineup. And he's going to return it all the way back to the house for a Jaguar lead. Gerald Everett gets wide open for a very easy pass from Justin Herbert to get into enemy territory, and that led to a field goal. Marvin Jones Jr. takes a short pass, and he makes it work into field goal range for Ryan Santoso to hit. Next drive, Justin Herbert launches one out to Keenan Allen, and he just walks into the end zone to tie the ball game. But the Jags went quickly downfield to allow Ryan Santoso to kick them into the lead right before the half. To open the second half, Travis Etienne hits pay dirt from 10 yards out to double up the Bolts. Justin Herbert drops back, and Shaquille Griffin cuts it off and intercepts the pass, taking it all the way down to the 1, even though it kind of looked like he scored. But Travis Etienne finishes the drive with 6 points anyway. After that, with 1 quarter left to play, the Chargers offense went to work with that 54-yard touchdown pass to Joshua Palmer. No, God! This rainbow 45-yard pass to Mike Williams. No, God, please, no! And a very short, tiny one to Keenan Allen with 16 seconds left to take a 1-point lead. No! Lawrence then completes a bomb to Marvin Jones Jr., but the clock runs out on the Jags, and the Chargers escape with a win, 31-30. Justin Herbert ends up with 4 touchdowns and almost 400 yards. Joshua Palmer, 141 yards receiving. After the game, we find out that we basically have an infirmary with Dwayne Smoot, Josh Allen, and Luke Fortner all added to the injury list to go with the already ailing Scherf, Muma, and Aloakin. The only good news? Andre Cisco did the thing, and he moves up to star dev. Finally, we go into a battle in Philadelphia against the Eagles and Jalen Hurts. He was hot, finding Gabriel Davis for an early touchdown. On the ensuing kickoff, Jamal Agnew gets popped, and the ball falls into enemy hands, leading to a short score from Hurts to J.J. Arcega-Whiteside. Travis Etienne gets a short yardage touchdown of his own to cut the lead in half, but the extra point was missed, and Trevor Lawrence later threw this pass right to Anthony Harris for another Philadelphia touchdown. The Jags weren't ready to give up, and T-Law finds Evan Ingram, who takes it down to the 4-yard line, and then he sets himself up to catch the 4-yard score and finish off the drive himself. In the second half, down 9 points, Etienne coughs it up on a promising drive for a turnover. And that turnover leads to this elusive scramble by Jalen Hurts down to the 1-yard line, which was finished off by Miles Sanders for 6. After that, Darius Big Play Slay picks off Trevor Lawrence, and that's when the wheels fall off.
That's terrible.
As Jalen Hurts scores off the read option, and later on, Dallas Goedert catches a short score as the Eagles slam the Jaguars 41-12. Jalen Hurts, 189 passing, 4 total touchdowns. With the loss, our Jags find themselves at 1-3 with the Titans and Colts seemingly far ahead of them. Can we right the ship in the next episode? Let me know in the comments. If you're still here, you are legendary. Thank you, and thank you, channel members. And special shout out to TClink24 for being a franchise quarterback. Duval!